Hello students, myself Rajesh Kumar Sharma, your biology teacher. In this lecture, we are going to discuss reproduction in human beings. As we have discussed in chapter 2, sexual reproduction in flowering plants. This is the third chapter of class 12. What we will study in this chapter? The male reproductive system, female reproductive system, gametogenesis, menstrual cycle, fertilization and implantation, pregnancy and embryonic development, parturition and lactation. These are the topics which we will cover in this chapter. Let us start. As you know, in case of human being, the sexes are separate, means male and female individual are separate. Clear? Male individual forms male gamete and female individual forms female gamete. Clear? Let us start. As you know, humans are sexually reproducing and viviparous. What is the meaning of viviparous? Viviparous means they are producing young ones. Clear? What is the meaning of oviparous? Organism which produces by egg laying. Clear? They are called as oviparous. What are the events or reproductive events which occur in case of human being? Let us know. The reproductive events in human beings include first one, that is formation of gametes, that is called as gametogenesis. Next one, that is sperm in case of males and ovum in case of female. Transfer of male gamete or sperm into the female genital tract, that is called as insemination. Second step. First one, gametogenesis, formation of male and female gametes. Second one, insemination or transfer of gametes into the female reproductive or genital tract. Third one, that is fusion of male and female gametes, called as fertilization, leading to formation of zygotes. This is followed by formation and development of blastocyst and its attachment to the uterine wall, that is called as implantation. First one, gametogenesis, then insemination, then fertilization. After fertilization, then implantation. Embryonic development. When the embryo or blastocyst get implanted, then there is development, that is called as embryonic development, and technically this is called as gestation. Embryonic development, that is gestation, and the delivery of baby, that is called as parturition. So what are the steps? First one, that is gametogenesis. Second one, that is insemination. Third one, fertilization. Fourth one, implantation. Fifth one, gestation. Sixth one, parturition. Next, you have learned that these reproductive events occur after puberty. What is puberty? Puberty means, what is the meaning of puberty? Puberty means when the formation of male and female gametes in male and female individual starts. That age is called as puberty age. This is around 12 to 13 years. Clear? There are remarkable difference between the reproductive events in male and female. For example, sperm formation continues even in old men, but formation of ovum ceases in women around the age of 50 years. Let us examine the male and female reproductive system in human beings. Let us start male reproductive system. Male reproductive system. The male reproductive system is located in the pelvis region. It includes a pair of testes along with accessory ducts, glands, and external genitalia. The testes are situated outside the abdominal cavity within a pouch called scrotum. The scrotum helps in maintaining the low temperature of testes around 2 to 2.5 degrees centigrade lower than the normal internal body temperature, which is necessary for spermatogenesis or formation of male gametes. Male gamete formation needs lower temperature as compared to our body internal body temperature. In adults, each testis is oval in shape with a length of about 4 to 5 centimeter and a width of about 2 to 3 centimeter. The testis is covered by a dense covering. Each testis has about 250 compartments called testicular lobules. Each lobule contains 1 to 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules in which male gamete or sperms are produced. Means seminiferous tubules are meant for formation of male gamete or sperms. Each seminiferous tubule is lined on its inside by two types of cells called male germ cells or spermatogonia and Sertoli cells. The male germ cells undergo meiotic division or meiosis, finally leading to sperm formation, while Sertoli cells provide nutrition to the germ cells. Sertoli cells are meant for providing nutrition to developing male gamete or sperm. The region outside the seminiferous tubules called interstitial space contain small blood vessels, and interstitial cells are Leydig cells. Leydig cells synthesize and secrete testicular hormones called androgens and other immunological component cells are also present. The male sex accessory ducts include rete testis, vas efferentia, epididymis, and vas deferens. The seminiferous tubules of the testis opens into vas efferentia, through the rete testis. These vas efferentia leaves the testis and open into epididymis located along the posterior surface of each testis. The epididymis leads to vas deferens that ascend to the abdomen and loops over the urinary bladder. It receives a duct from seminal vesicle and opens into urethra as the ejaculatory duct. These ducts store and transport the sperms from testis to the outside through urethra. The urethra originates from the urinary bladder and extends through the penis to its external opening called urethral meatus. Clear? In case of male reproductive system, they are urinogenital duct. Urinogenital means urine and male gamete are transferred from same organ. The penis is the male external genitalia. It is made up of a special tissue that helps in erection of the penis to facilitate insemination. The enlarged end of penis, called the glans penis, is covered by a loose fold of skin called foreskin. The male accessory glands include paired seminal vesicle, a prostate, and paired bulbourethral gland. Secretion of these glands constitute the seminal plasma, which is rich in fructose, calcium, and certain enzymes. The secretions of bulbourethral glands also help in the lubrication of penis during sexual intercourse. Clear? We will discuss female reproductive system in our next lecture. Okay, thank you.